Malware concepts. This topic introduces the different types and goals of malicious software, collectively called malware. Think of malware like digital parasites, hiding inside systems and silently draining their health or control. We study malware to understand how threats infiltrate, spread, and execute malicious actions across devices. Malware comes in many forms: viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, each with unique behaviors and attack goals. Understanding these types helps defenders recognize infection symptoms and stop attacks early in the kill chain. For attackers, malware offers stealth and control, enabling spying, data theft, or system compromise. The goal is to gain unauthorized access, damage systems, or extract value covertly. We explore how malware conceals itself, activates, replicates, and evades detection. Knowing the enemy's tools is the first step in cyber defense. Every security strategy, from endpoint protection to SOC alerts, begins by understanding malware's logic and patterns. This foundation empowers us to predict, detect, and prevent malicious activity. APT concepts. Advanced Persistent Threats, or APTs, refer to prolonged, stealthy cyber attacks targeting specific entities. Think of an APT like a spy infiltrating a building and living in its walls for months unnoticed. These attacks are typically launched by nation-states or sophisticated actors with high skill and long-term objectives. The goal isn't quick damage, it's silent surveillance, data theft, or strategic sabotage. APTs use custom malware, 0 days, and lateral movement to stay hidden inside networks for extended periods. Once inside, they blend in with normal traffic and user behavior. Unlike typical threats, APTs are adaptive and tailored, changing tactics when discovered. They target government agencies, financial systems, and critical infrastructure. Understanding APTs is essential for threat hunting and building layered defense mechanisms. They challenge traditional security models and demand real-time detection. If malware is a thief, an APT is a spy, quiet, persistent, and devastating when undetected. Trojan concepts. A Trojan is malicious software disguised as a legitimate or useful application. It's like receiving a gift-wrapped box that turns out to contain a listening device. Trojans deceive users into executing them voluntarily, making them dangerous and highly effective. Once installed, they create backdoors, steal data, or allow remote control without triggering alarms. Unlike worms or viruses, Trojans don't replicate. They rely on trickery, not spread. They're often embedded in fake updates, cracked software, or phishing links. This makes social engineering a key delivery method. Understanding Trojan behavior helps us train users and harden endpoints. Defenders must detect anomalies post-installation, since users trigger them directly. From remote access Trojans, rats, to banking Trojans, the variations are vast. Attackers love them for their stealth. By appearing trustworthy, Trojans bypass suspicion and deliver powerful payloads. Their simplicity and deception make them a staple tool in most cyber attacks today. Virus and worm concepts. Viruses and worms are classic malware types that replicate across systems. They're like contagious diseases, spreading from one host to another with or without user action. Viruses attach to files or programs, while worms spread independently via networks. Their goal is disruption, damage, or delivery of secondary payloads. Worms often exploit vulnerabilities to spread rapidly, no user interaction needed. Viruses wait for execution, making them more covert but slower moving. Both can slow systems, corrupt files, or disable operations. Studying them teaches how automated malware propagation works. Defenders use network segmentation, antivirus, and patching to stop them. Modern worms often carry ransomware or Trojans as second-stage attacks. For attackers, worms provide scale. For defenders, they signal poor patch hygiene. The faster you detect the infection source, the less harm they cause. Preventing replication is the key to containment in malware outbreaks. Fileless malware concepts. Fileless malware runs entirely in memory, leaving no trace on the disk. It's like a thief who leaves no fingerprints, nothing to scan or quarantine. This attack technique exploits trusted tools like PowerShell to execute code directly in RAM. That makes it incredibly hard to detect using traditional antivirus methods. Since it never writes files, it bypasses signature-based detection entirely. Attackers often use phishing or exploits to trigger fileless payloads inside legitimate processes. Once active, the malware performs tasks like data theft or lateral movement, all in memory. Understanding fileless threats helps defenders adopt behavior-based detection models. EDR and threat hunting are essential for defense here. Attackers love this technique for stealth and evasion. By hiding in plain sight, fileless malware stays under the radar, and that's dangerous. Knowing how it operates helps us rethink protection strategies for the modern endpoint. Malware analysis. This topic is about breaking down malicious code to understand what it does. It's like reverse engineering a poison to learn its ingredients and antidote. Security teams analyze malware to identify behaviors, capabilities, and indicators of compromise. This helps respond faster and create protections like signatures or YRA rules. In practice, we examine a malware sample using static techniques, without executing it. We'll use RNux, a specialized Linux distro for malware analysis and reverse engineering. Running a basic strings command reveals suspicious URLs, commands, and file references. These details help analysts detect similar threats and build defenses. The result shows hard-coded domains and system commands, common in many malware families. This approach helps both blue teams and threat researchers. Dissecting malware reveals attacker techniques and infrastructure. It turns unknown threats into known patterns, and that's critical in incident response and threat intelligence. Malware countermeasures. This topic covers the methods used to prevent, detect, and remove malicious software. It's like locking doors, setting alarms, and sweeping for hidden bugs in your home. We apply countermeasures at different levels: endpoint, network, and user awareness. These include antivirus, EDR tools, firewalls, and email filtering. Behavioral detection and sandboxing are especially important against 0 days and polymorphic malware. Timely patching and least privilege reduce attack surfaces. User training prevents phishing, still the top malware delivery method. Defenders must think like attackers to anticipate infection paths. Countermeasures evolve as threats change. They're proactive, reactive, and sometimes predictive. A strong security posture layers these defenses. The goal is not just removal, but prevention and resilience. Understanding these methods helps analysts build adaptive strategies. We don't just wait for malware to strike, we block its every move. Anti-malware software. This topic focuses on tools designed to prevent, detect, and eliminate malicious programs. Think of these tools like bodyguards, constantly scanning for suspicious behavior and stopping it fast. Anti-malware solutions include antivirus, endpoint protection platforms, EPP, and advanced EDR systems. They scan files, monitor processes, and flag malicious patterns. Cloud-based threat intelligence improves detection of new and unknown threats. Some tools use machine learning to identify anomalies. These solutions are essential in enterprise and home environments alike. Attackers often test their malware against known engines. That's why multi-layered, updated protection is critical. Anti-malware software doesn't stop every threat, but it greatly reduces risk. It's the foundation of endpoint security. Choosing the right tool and configuring it correctly matters. Combined with other defenses, these tools provide real-time protection. They're your first line of defense, and often your last resort.